Hey guys, Jackie here with my weekly PLL recap and theories video. Today we're discussing Pretty Little Liars Season 5, Episode 19, Out Damned Spot. Again, I was really disappointed. It just felt like another filler episode. Nothing exciting happened. There were no real answers given. And honestly, this episode just left me really confused. There's a lot of things that I don't even have a theory about what's going on. Like, I just don't know. And there's so many questions they haven't answered yet, and I'm just getting really sick of it. Like, it's so boring, and I'm just getting annoyed of not knowing anything. And I wish they would actually give us some answers for once, because ever since it came back from hiatus, we've been getting nothing really good. I mean, it's been weeks, we don't even know what's in that friggin' barrel. I'm really annoyed. I really would like to know. And when you really get in and think about this, like, think about what's going on in the show, you begin to realize that none of it makes sense. They do things simply because, they need so-and-so to be here, so let's have this happen, even though when you stop and you think about it logically, that makes literally no sense. Like, they could try a little harder, because, it doesn't take that much brain power to sit and think, hey, this is illogical, and it's just really annoying. It's getting on my nerves. So for this recap video, normally I go in my recap scene by scene and tell you, everything that happened in the episode in order. But this week I'm going to try something new. I'm just going to quickly recap each of the storylines going on in this episode, tell you my thoughts and my theories about it. So tell me if you like it better this way or if you like it better the old way. I'll do whatever you guys say. I mean, this one's a little easier because I don't really need as many notes or anything. But if you guys really prefer the other way, then of course I can do that, whatever makes you guys the most comfortable. Alright, so I guess first let's talk about the blood drive. The girls get the genius idea to donate their blood, but Emily can't donate because she was just in Haiti, but Spencer, Aria, and Hannah all give their blood to the blood drive that Ashley Marin is organizing. I mean, seriously, these girls, I love them, but they do things that are just, so stupid. Like, there is a psychopath out there who wants to frame you for murder, so let's give our blood. A always has a way of getting things that the girls don't want them to have. They're just making it too easy. Like, these girls have learned nothing in 5 seasons. They still make the most stupid mistakes, and it's just... like, seriously. It's just... So, anyway, then they see Mike come into the blood drive, acting all weird. He says, oh, I just wanted to see how this thing works. Like, Mike, how do you think it works? People give blood, they take it, and they eat cookies afterwards. Like, that's literally it. And then, after Mike leaves, they see the freezer holding the blood vials as it open. And so they think that Mike may have taken their blood for the A-team. Now, this also makes no sense. Like, when you donate blood, people are not gonna, organize it and label it with your name on it. Like, how would he even know whose blood is whose? He wouldn't. Like, if you donate blood, I'm not gonna write, like, Hannah Marin's blood on it, It doesn't make any sense. Unless he was, like, memorizing where they put each vial and watching the entire time, which would be a stretch because, all vials of blood look the same. That's the only way. It doesn't make any sense when you really sit there and think about it. It's just driving me crazy. And then later in the episode, Aria finds out that Mike was getting a call from someone in prison who goes by Hank Mahoney, and she thought it was Allison, I think. And because a lot of people say they thought it was Allison's voice. I also heard some people say they thought it was Bethany's voice. And I really don't know. I didn't think it sounded a lot like either of their voices, but, I guess when you think about how people can disguise their voice, like, a person can talk in different registers if they're trying to conceal their identity. So I guess it could be either of their voices. Honestly, I really have no idea. And then the girls, they follow Mike to a diner, which some people pointed out looks like the same diner that Dr. Sullivan and the A-team member went to in Season 2, and then the one where Spencer met Toby in Season 3, which I think is interesting. It had, like, the same seats and the same pie case and things like that, so it could definitely be the same place. It was called Jonah's, I think. I don't know if that means anything. And then, he's there, Mike meets Cyrus Petrullo, who may possibly be Hank Mahoney, who really knows, and he gives Cyrus something in an envelope. I don't think it's the girl's blood. I mean, I think that seems like too obvious an answer. Mike was seen taking money out of an ATM, so maybe he was giving Cyrus cash for some reason. Why? I have no idea. This storyline is so confusing me. Like, I literally have no idea what Mike and Cyrus were doing. Like, I mean, I really think that if Mona is alive, like I believe she is, then Mike is helping her because they were dating, and when Mona died, Mike didn't seem that devastated. But then, whose side is Cyrus on? Is he Team Allie? Is he Team Mona? Is he on A's side? Like, I don't know. Like, that whole thing, there's so many different what ifs I could give, but I don't have any facts to back up any of them. It's just purely hypothetical. Like, I could say, well, what if Hank Mahoney is Cyrus's alias? What if it's Allison's? What if it's Mona's? What if it's Bethany's? What if Mike gave Cyrus the girls' blood? What if he gave him cash? What if Bethany asked for the girl's blood and Mike gave her someone else's blood? There's so many different ways it could go, but I have no evidence to support any of those things. I can only make guesses, like shots in the dark. And it's annoying. I wish I had more information, but no answers, just new things to make my head spin and confuse me. And then I have nothing to even at least back up a theory right now. And it's really irritating me. I'm getting really sick of all these filler episodes and unanswered questions. Like, ever since it came back from hiatus, PL has just been disappointing me. And I'm just so sick of it. Like, I still don't know who's in that friggin' barrel. It's been weeks. You said I was gonna find out. And guess what? I don't know. And it's getting so old. Okay. Before I move on, my first thought was that Hank Mahoney was an anagram for something, but I tried and I really can't get any good anagrams after it. My first thought was that Mona was in the anagram somewhere, because I knew as soon as I saw Mahoney that the letters for Mona are in that last name. The only thing that could possibly mean something I got was Hey Mona Khan, but I don't think that relates to anything, like, unless Noel's involved in this somehow, Noel who, like, dropped off the face of the earth. But, I mean, I just don't know. It's so irritating. So, yeah, there's that possibility, but, I have no reason to think that it's true. I think someone also said they got con money out of there. Maybe that's where Mike got all this, because the account he withdrew from was like $18,000. And, where does Mike get that kind of money? So, I don't know, but, like, because Noel's hasn't been around, so I don't know how he would suddenly play into all this, but that's the only anagrams that I could really get out of Hank Mahoney. And there was a play or a movie of some kind where a character was named Hank Mahoney, and they were actually a girl whose real name was Harriet. So maybe that means that the person going by Hank Mahoney is really a woman? Like, these are all just hypotheticals, I'm trying to think of as many possibilities as I can, and I have no reason to believe that any one of them is definitely right. I'm just making a bunch of random guesses. And yeah, I really don't know. If you guys have any really strong theories, please tell me, because I am lost right now. I have no idea. So, what else can I talk about? So Arya is being tutored by Andrew, who you may remember as the guy that Spencer played strip poker with. And this is another thing that's illogical. When the girls find out that they need to follow Mike, Arya and Emily, they ask Andrew to drive them there. Like, why? Like, why couldn't you have just said, hey, can you drive us to Emily's house so she can get her car? Like, why did you need him to drive you all the way there? Why couldn't he have just driven you to get your own car? Like, Emily's excuse was, oh, I have only my bike with me. Like, you couldn't just ask Andrew to drive you to your house or walk to your house? I don't know how far her house is. Like, doesn't make any sense when you think about it. The only reason they did that was because they wanted Andrew to be there. Like, it makes no sense when you think about it. And, like, I don't know why would Mike take Arya's car? Like, do they only have one car, the entire family? Like, it doesn't make sense when you actually stop and think about it. It's totally stupid. And it's just getting annoying. Like, I'm willing to forgive TV shows a lot of things that don't make sense. But this whole episode was just full of things that, when I look back, I'm like, that makes no sense. I mean, PLL always does this. When you think about it, the show makes no sense sometimes. And it's just, that bothers me. Because, yeah, shows don't always follow life. Because it's a TV show and it wants to be interesting. But just little things like that are just so sloppy and not well thought out. Like, you couldn't have done a better job with that, really. So anyway, Andrew drives them, and they lie to Andrew and tell him that Mike has a drug problem. And then Andrew waits in the car while they watch Mike and Cyrus at the diner, and then Andrew grabs his baseball bat and defends them against Cyrus. And do I trust Andrew? No. I kind of, for a second, I was thinking, well, maybe, but you know what? I don't trust anyone on this show. I trust the main characters simply because I think none of them are going to end up being A. That is the only reason why I trust them. Everyone else, no, don't trust them a little bit, like, not even at all. So, no, I don't trust Andrew. I don't trust Johnny, I don't trust Talia, I don't trust any of the supporting characters on this show right now. I have no idea, like, if any of them are A-team, if any of them care about the girls, like, I have no idea. Honestly, I don't trust anyone, really. I trust the main characters, but like I said, that's simply because I don't think the writers are going to go that way. That's literally the only reason. I think pretty much anyone on the show could be lying to me. I mean, liars is in the title. So no, I don't trust Andrew. I don't really know what his deal is. I don't know what he knows, I don't know why they decided to bring Andrew back all of a sudden. Like, his storyline was gone, so don't know. And let's see, Talia turns out to be married, and Emily just ends up forgiving her when Talia says, oh, well, I love my husband, he's my best friend, but I'm not in love with him. And Emily basically just like, okay, I forgive you. Like, no, she didn't tell you that she had a husband. She's married. Like, I don't care if you're not romantically in love with your husband. You can't just not tell someone that you're dating that you are married. That's not okay. You don't do that. And Emily just takes it. Emily doesn't have a problem with her girlfriend being married. Like, it's just, I don't get it. And I kind of just wish Emily could be single for a little while, because Emily just constantly jumps from girlfriend to girlfriend. And I just want to see Emily be single for a while, instead of always having a girlfriend. It's just, that bothers me. Why can't she be single for a little while? Why does she always have to be in a relationship? Like, a relationship doesn't define a woman's self-worth. I'd like to see her be single. And then Johnny gets Spencer to go paint a mural with him at Hollis College in the middle of the night. And I totally saw this coming. I knew it was going to happen. Turns out it was vandalism. He got her to vandalize the school. And now it's in the papers, and that's when Spencer finds out. And yeah, so turns out she was part of a crime. And she forgives him for not telling her that it was vandalism. I probably wouldn't. I'd be like, dude, you almost got me arrested. That's not okay. Next time you need to clue me in. And Johnny says something to her when she mentions, I can't go back to jail again. I was already there. Johnny says, oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I don't buy that. Johnny, he knew all this stuff about Allison, didn't he? Like, I think it's been clear that he's been digging a little bit into Rosewood's past. So how did he not know that she was arrested for murder just like a couple months ago? Like, I think that seems fishy. Like whose side is Johnny on? Is he, does he actually like Spencer? Is he playing her? Was he a spy? Who friggin' knows? I have no clue. But I will give Johnny some props for not kissing Spencer. Like, I think he seems to be into her, though I thought for a while that Johnny was going to be the gay male we were introduced to, because Marlene said a new gay male character was coming. So I thought that was Johnny for a while, but now I don't know if he's romantically into Spencer. I don't really know. But, good for Johnny for not hitting on her or kissing her, because, when someone's in a relationship, it's not cool to flirt with them or kiss them when they're taken by somebody else. You don't want to be the other man or the other woman. Some people said they thought that Johnny was Talia's husband. I don't know. Could be possible. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, I have no reason to suspect that, but you know what? Could happen. I don't really trust either of them. I think there's more to both of them that we don't know. So you know what? Could be possible. I just kind of want to know what Johnny and Talia's real relevance is, because so far they haven't really done anything to the storyline. Like, they're irrelevant. So kind of like to know what's going on with the two of them, what's their deal. Alright, and so this is the last main thing going on, I think. Hannah can't afford to go to these colleges that she got accepted to, but she can get financial aid because apparently the schools think her dad is going to be able to pay. So Hannah goes to see her dad and talk to him about it, and her father gives her this excuse saying, oh, well, I already have to pay for Kate, and I never thought you wanted to go to college, so I don't have money for you. I'm sorry, I can't help you, Hannah. Like, God, he made me so mad. That's such bad parenting. Like, look, Kate is your stepdaughter. I get it. You want to help Kate. But Hannah is your biological daughter, and she needs you. And just saying, oh, well, I never thought you wanted to go to college. Like, that doesn't mean that you can get out of paying for her like she needs your help. I mean, if you want to be fair, then you should give both of them equal amounts of money, because, one's your daughter and one's your stepdaughter. But no, he's basically saying to Hannah, in, nicer words, basically, I think my stepdaughter deserves to go to college more than you. That's basically what he's saying. Like, if that was my dad, I would be so mad. Like, that's just terrible. Like, he's such a bad father. I can't stand any of the parents on this show. They all just drive me so crazy. And so, yeah, basically, so many things this episode that made me annoyed. Basically, this has been 15 minutes of me saying how Pretty Little Liars is annoying me and I have no idea what's going on. So, yeah, if any of you guys have any semblance of an idea of where this storyline is going, please enlighten me, because I have no idea what's going on anymore, and I'm annoyed, and all these characters are just irrelevant, and yeah, I'd like to know what's going on, because I don't have a freaking idea. Alright guys, well, hopefully next week's episode doesn't make me as annoyed as this one did. Hopefully we get an episode that isn't a filler soon. I think we're all getting pretty tired of it. And I'll see you guys next week. Alright, please leave a comment. Like I said, I'd like to know if you prefer this format for a recap video, or if you'd rather me going back to doing a scene-by-scene way of doing it. Alright, and I'll see you guys next week. Alright, bye guys.